Good evening, Leo. Welcome to my channel. Welcome to the first video I've ever recorded for YouTube, so kind of a biggie. I've chosen Leo for the first video because I am a Leo, and like low-key, we're totally the best sign. But also because I know how sweet and supportive Leos are when they see someone striking out and trying to do something that they feel is important, and want some of your sweet and supportive energy on here. I know the light's fading, so I'm gonna try and get this done before I end up sitting in the pitch black. It's a general reading, so if you come here looking for a love reading and you end up with a career, finance, general life reading, I'm sorry, but I can just read what the cards give me. So yeah. If the message doesn't resonate, don't try and make it fit. There are tons of really good readers on YouTube. Find another one that reads your energy. Alternatively, check out your moon and your rising signs, because sometimes we resonate better with those energies than we do with our sun sign. Right? Sun is only a very small part of your natal chart. It's a very small part of the astrological blueprint that is you. So yeah. If you want a personal reading, you can reach me at the email address, which I'm going to put in the description box below. I'm having a website built at the moment, but it's not yet online. Once it's up, you'll be able to book directly through there, and that will be much easier. But for now, email is it. Yeah. So I'm going to draw 3 cards, see where you are right now. July for Leo. Let's see what we get. Hold these cards away from you a bit. It drives me absolutely crackers when I watch certain YouTubers and the sound of the cards is fucking deafening compared to their voice. Let's see if we have any jumpers. We appear not to have any jumpers, so go. So we have the 5 of Cups, the 4 of Swords, and we have the 9 of Wands, Leos. You're feeling a bit battered at the moment. Leos have been having such a rough ride for the last 3 years or so. It's kind of she, actually, just how rough it's been for Leos, but yeah. So what I'm seeing from your energy at the moment is I'm seeing regret, I'm seeing withdrawal, and I'm seeing a certain weary energy. And it seems like it's infiltrating every aspect of your life, really. Because we've got Cups, we've got Swords, and we've got Wands. The only thing that isn't appearing here is Pentacles. And I'm sure they're probably going to put in an appearance at some point. So let's clarify this 5 of Cups and find out what it is exactly. I'm using the Llewellyn Tarot, by the way. I don't know if I mentioned that. Absolutely beautiful. So this is the 5 of Cups here. You can see it. Chap is stood looking at his 3 cups that have been moved over. He's looking pretty sad about it. He hasn't noticed the 2 cups that are behind him, though. And the clarifier is death. So something has ended, possibly with a Scorpio, but don't read too much into that. Something's ended, and you're stuck stuck in your head about it. You're pretty wounded. You're looking at what you've lost, looking at what's ended. Let's pull another one for that. Because I want to see what it is specifically. It's cups, so it's emotions. It's something that you cared about deeply. Got a jumper. It's interesting. The second clarifier that's come out is the devil. And the devil is about all the things that are fun, but that aren't good for us. Two characters, they're bound by the neck, and they're naked. You know, it's about hedonism, it's about fun things that get taken to an extreme. In its lightest sense, you know, in its more darker sense, it can be addiction, and it can be abuse, and it can be those things. So I feel like what's ended here, I think you ended it. And I think you ended it because you knew it wasn't good for you. But now that you have ended it, and perhaps a little bit of time has gone by, I think a little bit of time has gone by. Not too much, but enough. You're starting to regret, potentially, what you did. I tell you, just already from the cards, I think you made the right decision. Just saying. It was a sensible decision. And the next card is the Four of Swords. The Four of Swords is, I don't know, all the depictions of the Four of Swords have someone laying, you know, in a state of deep rest. But I feel like it's that kind of rest that's almost mistakenable for death. It's a complete withdrawal. It's a complete rest. I mean, let's not forget that this follows on from the Three of Swords. So whatever has hurt, this is the period of healing. You know, it's that withdrawal. It's that processing. Well, it falls of stability as well. So it speaks of trying to bring that stability back to your thoughts, because it is the sword, so it's thoughts, it's thought patterns and words and such things, and it's a withdrawal from others. I'm going to clarify it, see what comes up. Oh, hello. So we've got the Page of Wands and Strength. So Leo, that's amazing, because obviously Strength is the Leo card, and to have you appear in your reading is always excellent. We've got the Page of Wands, who's also from, you know, the fire suit. Could be a Sagittarius, but like I said, don't get too hung up on the signs, because it's not a big deal. I feel like you're stuck. Like, I feel like that these, you've got the Four of Swords, which is about withdrawal and rest and restoration, I guess. And then these got two very fiery swords to clarify, fiery cards to clarify it, and I think that you don't want to be here anymore. ready to start looking at new things, and you're feeling strong enough to start looking at new things, but you're a bit stuck and you're not really sure why. And I think that this next card might have a key to that, because the next card is the Nine of Wands, and the Nine of Wands is about having gone through so much and being so close to the 10. You're so close to completion, but you're not quite there yet. I feel like whatever happened in this Five of Cups situation, which has then led to this Four of Swords situation, whatever's happened, it's been a bit of a battle for you. And because you're a Leo, you've picked yourself up by the scruff of the neck, and you've turned your sights outwards. You said, now I need to I need to keep moving forwards. But you're carrying some scars, some battle wounds. Like he's got his arms in a sling, he's got a bandage on his head, he's got a stick, he's got a lean on. It's not a stick, it's his wand. Look at his wand. But the message from this card is that yes, you have been through a lot, but you're not done yet. You need to keep going. I'm going to pull a couple of clarifiers and see what they have to say. I feel like the Nine of the Wands is like the "you got this, bro" kind of card. You know, even though you don't feel like it. So to clarify, we've got the Moon, which is Cancer. So you could be dealing with a Cancer, or this could just be, oh, hello, how on proper jumped out. And we've got the Queen of Wands in reverse. So Nine of Wands is battle worn and, you know, weary, kind of, you know, leaning on your wand to even stand up straight. The Moon talks about the subconscious. Like, it's all about the subconscious, and it's about shadow work. It's about confronting the things inside you that are holding you back, incorporating those dark things into your shadow, get them into the light so that they can be seen. And the fact that the Queen of Wands in reverse is the clarifier means you're just not shimmering on your level yet. This is what we want. This is what we've got, and somewhere you're being blocked, and what's blocking it is this. You've got work to do. The scars that have been left on you in this card by this previous situation that you've taken yourself out of, which actually may have involved a Scorpio or a Capricorn, but not necessarily, so don't get too hung up on that. It's caused issues, and you need to address those in yourself before you can start doing what you want to do, which is moving forwards properly. Like, so note how you appear here in the upright. So like the intention is there, the intention is good, and you have got the strength to do all of these things, but as things stand at the moment, your energy is blocked, because like Queen Wands is totally the Leo Queen. I mean, also, let's not get hung up on gender, you know, these are the female traits, so it's just the passive traits of the fire element. And what's blocking it is the Moon. So the Moon is your subconscious. It can be secrets, it can be illusions, it can be all of those things, but I get very much from this reading that the issues are internal. It's not people talking about you behind your back, it's not things that you're not aware of, you know, going on you're not being kept in the dark about things. You know, your issue is that little lobstery crab creature thing there. That's your subconscious. Things are coming up from deep that you need to deal with, and until you do, you cannot turn your queen the right way up. So don't be fucking regretting what you did though, because like fuck me, it took some bollocks to do that. You did, and I can see how much it's hurt you, and I have no idea if the person concerned has even the slightest idea how fucking hard that was for you, but fucking props to you, you did it. That was great. So, what am I doing? Get my Llewellyn Turret back out. So what we want is some advice for July. What can we get for advice for July? Fuck me, like all of these cards want to come out at once, so that's not very helpful. Let's go. Advice. Well, that couldn't have been more spot on. The advice that you've got, Leo, is temperance, which is Sagittarius energy. And I don't even see it there. So, like, the cool thing about temperance is that its elemental association is fire. It's a card of Sagittarius. But it's almost always depicted with water, or the passing of water between two vessels. And what this card talks about is healing. Healing and balance, or healing that comes from bringing things into balance. She kind of looks like a mermaid, actually, on this card. Probably is a mermaid. It's the Llewellyn Turret. There's a little dog in the background there. Look, he looks just like my puppy. Let's get another one. Fuck me. These cards are rubbish. So, temperance. That's just the only to hear for advice. Moon. Well, no, fuck it, actually. Right, so that flipped over, it didn't jump out, but I want to show you. It's another moon card. Right? The message here is really, really strong. Whatever work needs doing, it's before you can be the page and start going off and doing exciting new things and exploring the globe, or doing whatever sparky, creative, passionate thing that the page wants to do. You've got to do the work inside first. Let's see. What other piece of advice have you got from Leo? It's another flip card. It's the Lovers. I'm not going to take it because it just flipped. I'll let you know that it's there. Like, the meaning of the Lovers is, like, aside from the obvious, is choice. Healing's not something that just happens to you while you're doing the washing up. You know, if you're going to do it properly, and if it's going to be substantial, then there needs to be a conscious element to it. You must make the choice to deal with demons, to battle whatever it is that's coming up from the depths, so that you can move forwards. That advice, way. Oh. So the second card of advice is the Three of Cups. Look at that moon right there. Right. So the Three of Cups it's a card of celebration, but for me, like, it's always depicted with three women on it, right? I haven't seen them dancing under the moon before. That's kind of got a sweet witchy vibe that I like, but it's a confirmation for me that this is the right interpretation for these sets of cards. It's about friendship. It's about that bond that you have with women who support you. It's female solidarity. It's your friends. What this card is saying is to come out of your solitude, of your little death, your petit mort. You find healing through your friends. Get out with your friends. Drink, maybe. Go dancing under the moonlight if you wish. But the important thing is to share what's going on with you. We're very guilty of creating little echo chambers for ourselves when we don't share what's going on with us. And, you know, we're Leos. We don't... I think I speak for a lot of us when I say we don't share when things knock us down. We don't share the depth to which we've sunk when something's really, really upset us. And like, I can't criticize it, I do it myself, but it's not how you heal. Let your friends help you and talk to them. Talk to them about what's going on in there, in here, in your soul. You know, don't be afraid to be vulnerable. You know, talk it through with people you trust, and they will lift you up. They will. Right. Anyway, we're at 20 minutes already. Fucking hell. Right. Want an outcome. Oh, fuck. It's like 50 cards just flew out there. Fucking. So, I got an outcome for each proper cack-handed this evening. Try third time lucky. I'm not doing an outcome as Two of Swords because that's just a shit. Two of Swords is about a choice. This, oh, fuck though. Look, it's another moon card. You see that? Oh, hold that there. A moon card. I mean, she's got two swords and she's holding them and she's blindfolded, and the idea is that she doesn't know which way to turn because, you know, the swords weigh the same, and so the choices have equal weight, equal validity. The thing that always bothers me about this card though is that she's blindfolded and she's got her back to the water, and all water is intuition, emotions, all that kind of thing, and the moon is, you know, your subconscious, your unconscious, all of those things. So to me, the way that she stands there makes me think that actually she knows the answer, but she's ignoring her intuition. So that's why I'm not going to accept this as an outcome card. But we say that's now triple confirmation of the moon being important right here. Magician. That's your outcome. Like, the Magician is one of the most powerful major arcana cards in the pack. You know, he literally has dominion over all of the elements. He's got, I don't know if you can see, the light's really bad now, I'm sorry. But there are wands, there are pentacles, there are cups, there are swords, I almost forgot. Swords on there as well. Like, the magician has control of every single element. Like, the message of the magician is that you have literally every tool at your disposal that you should ever need to manifest exactly what you want. What you want is to manifest your ability to be the Page of Wands. Go out, explore, make new friends, do new things, experience stuff, experience things. And in the doing so, you turn your queen the right way up. But what's blocking you is the moon and all of these moon energy cards that have come up here. So, if you take the advice of the cards and heal through your friends, those people around you who have proven their worth over and over again. Like, don't be afraid to show them that you're human too and that you suffer too. We're very proud creatures, but like, fucking get over it, right? Because you've only got one life and it's very, very short. Well, until the next one anyway, but let your friends help. Once you start healing, dealing with all this moon shit, like, your outcome is the magician. You can do what the fuck you want. Like, there's none of this bollocks, none of this standing around feeling sorry for yourself because your cup's knocked over. Like, honestly, those cups were shit anyway. Like, you don't even know what was in them. I know what was in them. Like, fucking devil piss was in them. What you did was ended, and that was totally the best thing. And once you do all of these things, what you're left with is a pure magician. The energy of the magician. You can be whatever you want to be. You can do whatever you want to do, and you can do it by yourself. Right? You're a whole thing, all by yourself, and you control everything. That's fucking wicked, that is. Anyway, the point is, talk it out. Talk it out with people you trust. It doesn't have to be like witchy dancy women under the moonlight with cups aloft and shit like that. Whoever, doesn't matter. But those people that you trust, that have proven themselves to you that you can be vulnerable in front of and not lose any of yourself, not compromise yourself in doing so. Get it done. Honestly, right? I hope that this helps somebody out there. If it resonated with you, let me know. If you like the video, subscribe, and do the bell shit and all that sort of thing. And hopefully I'll see you next month. Thank you. Bye.